We're starting.
Are we?
We're inching.
I've already started.
We're slowly inching that way.
I've already started.
I know, you and the pumpkin spice.
I was watching a Christmas movie yesterday.
Oh, wait, you're jumping way ahead.
I'm
Do you
too done
realize
with this.
today, the 25th, we're only 4 months away from Christmas?
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh my
Just to
gosh.
remind you.
Thank
Right?
goodness.
September, October, November. Yeah, 4 months. And what I'm talking about is inching that way is that the upper pattern, if we were to take this in late September, we would be talking about real cold fronts. And we are talking about a real cold front that moved through, but you have to put it in context. It was a cold front in August. So what it did help to do is lower the humidity a bit. Cleared us out. Most of our cloud cover was along the coast. That's where all of the rainfall was today. We're in the upper 70s at Laplace, Gonzales, upper 70s on the North Shore. Still 80s. Lake water temperatures almost 90. So if you're near the lake or Gulf waters, it takes a little bit more to cool down. But areas away from the water, when those dew points start dropping, it does get a little bit milder or less warm. Now, we are looking at dew points in the 50s just up to our north, and we are going to get a second surge of dry air. I don't think we're going to see dew points in the 50s, but possibly even lower than they were yesterday and today. And even today, they weren't bone dry by any means, but it did lower those dew point values, upper 60s, some lower 70s. And in August, it makes a big difference. It prevents those heat indices from reaching the triple digits. Yes, we still get into the 90s. Welcome to New Orleans in late August, but we do start to get that dry air in place. That takes a lot of the moisture out and gives us a slightly more pleasant feel. And that looks to be the case for the next several days. Now, with this graphic, I would lower those dew point values by about 3 to 5 degrees, so more mid 60s over the next couple of days, upper 60s and low 70s later into our Labor Day weekend. So even the slightly less humid air will still be with us for the holiday weekend. And here's why. This is the upper pattern I'm talking about. If this were to continue, these deep upper level troughs that help to bring in drier air from up north, and once we get into September, October, colder air from up north, we would be talking about some serious cold fronts. And in fact, now, when you take this graphic out of context, it is misleading. This is looking at the temperature outlook compared to normal for the next 6 to 8 days. So this is going into early September. And we're looking at a more than likely chance of us staying below average. Average temperature is 91, so upper 80s would be below average, but it's something. Again, you're not going to see a dramatic drop in temperature or humidity in August, so it's the little things. Stalled front sitting over us right now, that'll get the push during the day tomorrow to help usher in some slightly less humid air, and that will stick with us for the next several days. Out in the tropics we go, you really can't ask for a better end of August forecast. We have one storm, Tropical Storm Fernan, that is starting to weaken already, and then elsewhere we did have Invest 99, still showing some signs of thunderstorms, but no, at least based on the models, threat of organizing. And then this is an old stationary front that is sitting off the Gulf waters. It's something to watch in the next couple of days, only because we'll probably see more fronts. And when you have those stalled frontal boundaries, coastal waters, it can quickly spin up. But at the moment, the model's not really sniffing out anything. So a bit less humid, still in the 90s. So again, we're not getting rid of the heat. But then as we head into the weekend, a little less hot with a few isolated showers, mainly along the coast, and still a bit less humid.